माच्युत शंकर प्रकृति भी देवै सदा वंदिता श्यामा पातु सरस्वती भगवती शेषशायापहा।
And I'll request all of you to keep standing for the GTU song as we play the GTU song now.
GTU, GTU, समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय, जन कल्याण का अडिग हिमालय, गुजरात तकनीकी विश्वविद्यालय। GTU, GTU, समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय, इनोवेशन की मशाल उठाए, ज्ञान को चारों ओर फैलाए, विश्वकर्मा की कृपा को पाकर विश्व फलक पर शान बढ़ाए। नवीनता की खुशबू से जो भारत का कण कण महकाए, ज्ञान पिपासु शिष्य वृंद की तपो साधना सफल बनाए। GTU, GTU, समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय, अनुभवी शिक्षक कौशल बढ़ाए, परहित का ही पाठ पढ़ाए, अनुसंधान और ज्ञान का संगम भावी पीढ़ी उज्जवल बनाए। आत्मनिर्भर युवा बने और शिक्षित विकसित राष्ट्र कहाए, गौरव माता पिता का बढ़ाए, हर मन में विश्वास जगाए। GTU, GTU, समुचित ज्ञान समन्वय।
India is the third largest fintech ecosystem in the world. India today is home to 9,000 plus fintechs. And with a record 20 billion plus transactions every month on UPI alone, Indian fintech industry is not just growing, but thriving. Initiatives like Aadhaar, Jandan, Digital India, the digital public infrastructure, the entire India stack have ensured that we bring millions of people into your 4, tier 5 cities as well within the financial system. From digital lending and wealth management applications to insurtech and blockchain applications, Indian fintechs are not just solving domestic problems, but are also setting benchmarks for the entire world. For example, by exporting digital public infrastructure like UPI to countries like Singapore, Mauritius, France, Sri Lanka, etc., India is no more just a consumer of fintech. In fact, it is now an exporter of technology. And when we are operating in such a growing and thriving industry, I think it opens up immense opportunities in terms of entrepreneurship and leadership for the youth of today. Hence, the importance and need of an initiative like Fintech Olympiad, where we ensure that the students of today become not just users of digital finance, but also innovators and disruptors, as well as regulators of the entire system. Fintech Olympiad started a couple of years back, and being a very active member of the Fintech Olympiad committee, it was always my cherished dream to host it in Gujarat. and with the support and encouragement of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, whom we consider to be extremely pro fintech, I think GTU has taken up a number of initiatives on fintech front, apart from being the first to host the Fintech Olympiad in the state. We have signed MOU with Gift City, and we've also undertaken and successfully completed the first fintech certification program, and also are going to announce the second fintech certification program with benefits for all the students who are present here with early bird discounts. We are also the first university in Gujarat to launch BBA and MBA program in fintech. Fintech Olympiad last year saw participation from 2,000 colleges and 40,000 students from all across the country. And this is an opportunity for all of you. The winners of this contest today will be participating in the nationals in Mumbai in December at the India FinTech Forum Awards, which is the oldest and the biggest fintech conference of the country. Yeah, so this is our opportunity for the students of Gujarat to show their mettle. Ma'am, they say that Gujarat is a very financially advanced state. And of course, with all the investments in stock markets flowing from Gujarat, I think it is time to show it in the FinTech Olympiad as well, right? So, FinTech Olympiad is not just an opportunity for you to compete, but it is also an opportunity to interact with the experts, the mentors, and the entrepreneurs from the FinTech industry, right? And it is, again, an initiative for building a community of future leaders in fintech, right? So, as we move forward with the competition, I urge you to participate with all your energy and curiosity to make this event a super success, right? So, we move on with welcoming our registrar, Dr. Khair, for the welcome address. So, please.
Very good morning to all. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajul K. Gajjar Madam, today's Chief Guest, Dr. Dipesh Shah, Executive Director Development at International Financial Services Centers Authority, IFSA, Gift City, Mr. Hiren Dharmendrasi, Managing Director, Kesrich, and representative of India FinTech Forum Mumbai, Mr. Sunil Shekhawat, Founder, Sanchi Connect, New Delhi, our Director, Dr. Pankaj Rai Patel, esteemed guests, faculty members, students, and participants. It gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the FinTech Olympiad 2025 regional round for Gujarat, jointly organized by Gujarat Technological University and India FinTech Forum. This is indeed a historic event as a mark the first ever FinTech Olympiad in Gujarat, and I extend my warm greetings to everyone present here. With over 300 participants representing institutes from across the state, the scale of participations itself reflects the enthusiasm and potential of our youth to engage with financial technology and innovations. This Olympiad has been designed with the spirit of learn, complete, and grow, offering students an opportunity to expand their financial literacy, develop digital fluency, and nurture their problem solving abilities. It is not merely a less test of knowledge, but a platform that ignites curiosity, encourages innovations, and enables young minds to connect with industries leaders. The presence of experts from the fintech ecosystems adds immense value to the proceedings as they will share practical insights pressing themes such digital payment security, blockchain adoptions, and the role of AI in financial services. I extend My heartfelt congratulations to the organizers and coordinators for making this event possible and express my sincere gratitude to our participants and partners at the India FinTech Forum for their invaluable supports. I wish all the participants great success and sincerely hope that this Olympiad become a stepping stones in your journey of learning, completing, and growing into future leaders of India's digital economy. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And now we will have the felicitation of guests. May I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am, to give away our memento for today to Dr. Deepesh Shah, Chief Guest and Executive Director, IFSCA. Now I request our registrar, Sir Dr. Kher, to hand over the memento to Mr. Hiren Dharamshi, who is MD Cash Rich and also the representative from India FinTech Forum. And now I request Dr. Patel to hand over the memento to Mr. Sunil Shekhawat, founder, Sanchi Connect. And since this is a jointly organized event, we also have gifts and mementos from the other side as well. So I request Mr. Hiren Dharamshi to please keep standing to offer mementos to all the dignitaries from GTU as well. So Hiren Dharamshi to Honorable Vice Chancellor, ma'am. To our chief guest, Dr. Deepesh Shah. To the registrar, Dr. Kher. To Mr. Sunil Shekhawat. And to Dr. Pankaj Rai Patel, Director GSMS. And Mr. Hiren Dharamshi. Now I invite you for your address to our students and of course more about the India FinTech Forum and its activities.
I will do. Thank you. So, good morning, everyone, and thanks, ma'am, for having us here, and Dr. Deepesh, Mr. Shekhawat, Dr. Patel sir, and Kher sir. It's a wonderful opportunity for all of us to spread the true message of 2025 and beyond. That's fintech, and how the fintech ecosystem is shaping up and how it's going to shape up in next 10-15 years. It's the responsibility of all the dignitaries here and as well as us to give you the right message so that your career path becomes more fruitful going forward. So India FinTech Forum is taking this initiative very seriously, and in 10 years we have a lot of good successes. And if you know few of the names like Small Case, Perfios, and there are many good names which have been shining today, is purely because of India FinTech Forum. And we want to take this message forward, and thanks to the newer technologies and adaptability of the students across India and GTU, we feel that we all can together become more entrepreneur. And India in itself has a capability of bringing out more entrepreneurs than employee. So if you see the history of India, we are more kind of entrepreneurship. And India FinTech Forum, along with a lot of participation from Indian and global forums, we are here to spread how we should become more and more entrepreneur rather than just becoming an employee. The ride from the employee to entrepreneurship is what FinTech Olympiad is looking to spread. So this session or this FinTech Olympiad today if if you do it the rightful manner, it will be a gateway to more and more newer things. At the 10th December, the event of India Fintech Forum, where you will be able to showcase your caliber to the next level, where more than 2000 plus fintechs, mind you, this number is just growing every year, and you will get that opportunity to showcase yourself and look for opportunity behind big 100 companies. But there are a lot of new startups who are coming up, and they are making their way to the unicorns, and all those things. You will get a chance. So we feel, be 100% to this Fintech Olympiad. It's a gateway to newer thing. And what we are seeing is, now we are talking fintech, maybe next 10 years we'll talk techfin, where technology will be at the forefront and finance would be a layer. So a lot of those things are happening, and we are at forefront of this. India Fintech Forum is doing its bit, along with a lot of companies across India and global forums as well. So best of luck to all of you, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much, sir. And of course, we would want you here to kick off our FinTech Olympiad as well, post the inauguration ceremony. And now I request Mr. Sunil Shekhawat, founder Sanchi Connect, to please share a few words with our students.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. Very, very privileged to be here. I think I will not be talking about fintech. I see legends on the dice, and I feel very confident when it comes to talking about fintech. I'm a journalist, deeply into deep tech investing, accelerating the journey of startups. I think the whole day I'm here, and I would really appreciate spending this time more and more with you all. And just to make sure that we are able to get the most productive out of this whole day, I'll give you a sense of what I do. I run a company called Sanchi Connect, which is a subsidiary of one of oldest private equity fund in the country called Bearing. And my mandate in the larger group is to support early stage deep tech companies horizontally. We have invested in companies which are operating in robotics, in autonomous systems, in wireless charging stations. We are about to launch an accelerator just to make investments in fintech now. AI in fintech we are considering it seriously, but what will happen finally, I think 30 days from now I'll be able in a position to say that. But during the day I would certainly want to talk more and more with some of you who are building, who are really keen to pursue this idea, this hackathon kind of opportunities to convert your ideas into real product, real business. And I think the real value of these kind of platforms is when you decide to take these stories forward in terms of taking to the market, to making it to a real shape, giving it to the real shape, and you start pursuing it as your career. Thank you so much, and looking forward to spending the day qualitatively with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I would request our chief guest, Dr. Deepesh Shah, Executive Director of IFSCA, GIFT City, to share a few words. Dr. Deepesh Shah is a senior business leader with 22 plus years of diversified experience in setting up large-scale projects, steering efforts towards international business development, international financial services, strategic planning, project development, corporate law, and policy matters across the financial services sectors, covering both India and overseas. And he successfully established and operationalized India's first smart city, GIFT City, and International Financial Service Center in India. So we welcome you for your address.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sure you must be thinking why I'm wearing sunglasses. When this is going to be it's not because I'm in front of the startups and the innovators. While I've been wearing the suit and this, goggles probably would have made you feel that he is trying to make sure that is also with some young crowd here. But my problem was that last night when today morning when I woke up with an eye infection. And when I came out of the room, my wife was seemingly happy about it. And I was wondering why she is happy. She said, "You have got an eye infection, you go in the room and sleep." And I said, on being on a weekend, on Saturday, Sunday, they expect you to be in the home. And I had committed to Pankaj Rai Patelji. I think his first call came when I was in temple. And I always think that there is some connection. If the call comes in a temple, you can't say no. So I had immediately agreed to him, but somehow I missed his phone number. I could not call him back, and he was on his good to him that he called again and we could tie up this. But when I was in this situation, I really reminded myself of all of you, because when the challenge was that whether I should come here or not, I probably tried to think from your perspective that is there a opportunity in this challenge. And for me, the opportunity was to bring out my new glasses, wear it, and come here. And I'm sure this is what you do. But I'm sure you'll also agree to the next statement, because when I came out with wearing these glasses and I showed to my wife that this is what I'm going to do, her first reaction was, "Are you crazy?" And I'm sure this is what you also hear when you come up with all the new ideas that you bring on table. People do tell you that, "Are you crazy? What are you trying to achieve? This is an established world. You are trying to come up with ideas which is not going to go far. Why you are coming up with so many crazy ideas?" But I think, to all of you who are the innovators and the entrepreneurs in this fintech forum, I think I have a lot of respect for all of you, because the way that you think and the way that probably the India's future depends on the way that you think is so important for all of us, that you are not bogged down by what is given and you try to challenge those limits and bring up with new ideas. So I'm so glad that Dr. Gajjar has organized this and I could be part of this. At the outset, I must thank you, ma'am. Every time I meet her, I go back with the more and more positive feeling that, the type of the energy she brings on table, the type of the commitment she has for GTU and many other areas that when I discuss with her, I get so impressed with the leadership at the GTU. So full compliments to Madam you and your team for organizing this event. Uh, I must say that for me, this is the first experience to be in the FinTech Olympiad. Maybe many of us are here, might be for the first time, but I think seeing the energy in the room, the way that all of you have come across and probably trying to find a way forward is very, very interesting for us to see. And this is probably the future, and this is probably we at our age were missing. We never had this type of opportunity which all of you have today in this world, and I'm sure you are making sure that this opportunity brings more on table. Before I share with you my experience of Gift City in terms of the fintech, let me just quickly deliver a small formal speech, because that's what I'm supposed to. When you come up with in an event like this, you just can't speak extempo. So I did prepare something, and I'm just trying to deliver in a formal way. I think for us, this is, for me at least, and as my other speakers said, that it's an absolute pleasure to be with all of you today and be part of this GTO and India FinTech Forum's FinTech Olympiad, as you call it. And the opportunity that you are going to offer them, take them to December 2025 in Mumbai for the nationals. I think this is a rare opportunity, which I'm sure most of the people sitting in this room is looking forward to grab this opportunity and make a name for yourself in what you are doing. I was also would say that while India today is definitely on the forefront, and the opening speech, what was just told to us with the UPI becoming so popular and been used by many parts of the world, I think this is one such innovation which has really helped us to leapfrog. If you really remember India before COVID and India after COVID, you can really see how India has probably become already developed in terms of the technology innovation. I was along with several consulate officials in New York for our roadshow for the Gift City. And we were going to the NASDAQ stock exchange. And everybody, and this was post-COVID, and it was compulsory to show your COVID certificate before you enter the room. and we were at the security, and we were all, trying to bring out or the mobile certificate that we had and the printed certificates that we had. The consulate officials who were with me, they were actually very shy. They were said, you go first, you go first. I was not able to understand why they are, telling us to go first, and why he's not bringing out his COVID card. And end of the day, when we everybody showed that card and went ahead, we suddenly saw that they had a handwritten COVID card, which the official was so, he was feeling so bad that you are in US, you have a handwritten COVID card, and you come from India and you have a mobile COVID card. This was the technology innovation which really, felt us that we as in India are really advanced post COVID to a really a next level of innovation that the India has brought in. And probably Aadhaar, the UID interface, and probably the UPI now has really made things possible for us to innovate much faster than we used to. So for us, I think this is very important to use this infrastructure developed in India for the next round of innovation. I also do believe that the innovation which you are doing now is not only limited to some few industrial houses or high net worth individuals. In fact, the innovation that you do today goes to the villager in no time, because just a smartphone helps them to be connected with your innovation in no time. So you have to think from the last mile that your innovation is not going to limit themselves only to few. It will go right at the bottom of the pyramid, which is also going to be very, very important for you to think when you are innovating these new products. What also really excites me is the youth, probably, and there also the students, innovators, and entrepreneurs. I think the energy which with you are driving this transformation, the digital natives as they call you now, and also your own way of thinking, the opportunities in the challenges, that is all going to make the future very, very bright for India. And I'm very hopeful that this is going to be probably a century that the India uh, needs at this moment of time, because we have worked so much hard to come to this stage, and the last 10-15 years of reforms that everybody has witnessed is going to see us and take us to the next level of growth in India. We always talk of India at 2047, and probably we are already in India at 2025. So it's not that India at 2047 is going to be too far. I think for you, this next 20 years is going to define as to how India is going to change. What are we going to do? We are going to go up from probably around 2000 per capita income of an USD $2,000 to 22,000 US dollars per person in India. This is 10 times growth in next 20 years going to happen for us. We are going to grow at 7.5% plus for next 20-25 years. I think no economy in the globe can think of having a 7% growth for next 20 years. It is only India at a really bright spot. And probably to many of you, because madam, I always see that a lot of our Indian talent, they go out. But the fortunate for us is that you are here and you are innovating here. And for us, I think for India, this is the most important time, that many of you have chosen to stay back into India and probably innovate here. Because right now the challenges that we see, people who have gone to US, people who have gone to UK, people who have gone to several parts of the world, I think often the phone call that we get from them is, can you help us find an internship? They've gone to US, they've gone to UK, they've gone to Australia, they are not finding jobs, they are not finding internships. So friends, many times you always feel that going out solves all my problem. But actually nowadays the problem starts when you go out. So it's good that you are in India, you good that you are innovating in India, and you are innovating for the globe sitting in India. I don't think that can be a better situation for the people sitting in this room at this stage. I will share my Gift City experience and probably help you also connect with what we also saw as the challenges. Friends, I'm sure you are aware of Gift City, which is probably my next door to where you are. It's not too far. But the Gift City, I don't know whether how many of you are aware how does the name of the Gift City came. We got probably the only project in the world where we got the short form first by the Honorable Prime Minister when he was the Chief Minister of the state. He said, I'll call this as a gift. You figure out the full form. And we said Gujarat International Finance. We could not go beyond because we were trying to develop a financial center. It would be have an international character. So we could say, and it was in Gujarat. So we said Gujarat International Finance. But believe me, friends, everybody struggled with tea. We said, sir, tea which you are having in the gift, this is not helping us, in terms of the name. And this is in the year 2007-8. He says that in future, finance will not be able to operate without technology. And he named this as a Gujarat International Finance Tech City. You can imagine it was 2007-8 when nobody was talking of fintech, and you have fintech city next door, which is up and running now. And probably many of you, it also started with the same journey of many of yours. Everybody started, it's a crazy idea. What are you going to do on this ground? It's a wasteland. Gujarat is not for technology. Gujarat has no skill sets. Gujarat would not have a trading community. Gujarat don't have financial professionals. But what we were discussing with Dr. Gajjar, that the finance is actually in the blood of a Gujarati. If you ask in the morning, and probably many of the people sitting in this room in the breakfast table, you ask them what you are discussing, they will be discussing what to buy and what to sell. This is how their morning starts. And we are talking of we don't have talent. I don't think that is correct. The talent is probably not groomed in the way which is required for their growth. And probably the GTU, India FinTech Forum, these are the right platforms for grooming them to make sure that you take the next step forward in making sure that you really make an impactful innovation in what you are trying to achieve. So for us, I think the Gift City also started with a similar problem statement. We also started with disbelief. People said this is not going to happen, and the same probably for your innovation. People will say this is not possible. But friends, I think what our learning has told us, last 15, 17 years of my experience, I joined in Gift in 2008 when it was socially challenging to say that you are working in Gift. My wife would have a nightmare if I say to someone I'm working in Gift. She will say, you should not say you are working in Gift, because it was socially impacting her. People will say, Gift, nothing is going to happen. What you are doing in Gift? So there was a lot of, and probably the same problem will come to all of you. When you're trying to innovate, you will find challenges. People will say, this is not going to work. But believe me, friends, when you get out of 10, 9 people telling you this is not going to work, you believe me, that is the product you should innovate. That is the innovation which will really make an impact. Because I think in India, and probably this is true for globally, I don't know only for India, I think everywhere when the innovation or new things comes up, the first reaction in the market or for the participants is this is not possible. And I'm sure you are going to change that. That is where the impact comes from. But at the same time, friends, today when you are here, you should compete for sure, but you should also collaborate today. That you will find so many innovators along with you coming up with an ideas which probably you have not thought and he has thought, and you should try and bring those ideas and collaborate them. But at the same time, try to make sure that when you are innovating, you must make sure that the ethics of the innovation should be the core of your innovation. If at any point of time you are not able to withstand on the principles of innovation, which we call as a strong foundation for you to really make an impact, believe me, friends, today or tomorrow, many of those applications and many of those innovators have gone because they never built them from an ethics perspective. So I'll probably suggest that governance, ethics, and trust probably should be your base foundation on which you develop your innovation as you move forward from here on. I would in the last say that in Gift City, as I said, we are almost now 1,000 plus companies. We are almost 50 plus. We are almost 50 plus fintech firms which are in our sandbox. We are from 17 countries in the world where the fintech has joined into Gift. And I would imagine that more and more fintech comes out of GTU, joins into Gift City for not only for India innovation, but for the global innovation. And that will be a testimony of really the value or the impact of Gift City can be maximized by GTU and the India FinTech Forum, because this city is built for you, for innovators. It was not built for people like us. We were told to do something and we were doing something, but you are not into that. You are doing something because you believe in it, that you want to really develop that into the next reform or the next innovation for India. So for us, I think Gift City and GTU and the India FinTech Forum probably are driving on the same road together. And if we can innovate faster, if we can collaborate faster through Gift City or through GTU or for your India FinTech Forum, I think India is going to benefit a lot. You have now firms like Infosys, Cognizant, Accenture, Wipro, all present there. You have many small entrepreneurs. It's not that the Gift City is for the big companies. There are companies with one employee, there are companies with two employees. There is people sitting on one single office desk and running his company. So it's not that Gift City is only for the big people or those who can afford really high rents. It is not that you can come and experience this new innovation where you can experiment with those live cases of the companies present in Gift. And most importantly for you, I think as an innovator, you should think that your product can be innovated from several areas. So for example, in Gift, you have a single unified regulator, which means you can innovate from banking, you can innovate from securities, you can innovate from insurance, you can also innovate from pension, with all under one approval. So this is something you should try and utilize in your innovation plan as to how you can take the benefit of the Gift City, which is next door. But as I said, I think it was my pleasure to be here with the energy of the GTU and India FinTech Forum. Thank you for calling us and making us part of this FinTech Olympiad, which is really heartening to see so many innovators in this room. And I must congratulate each one of you to participate. Best wishes for today's challenges. I'm sure you will come forward on those. Even if you don't make it to the final round, I think the learning which you will get in today's whole day exercise here is going to benefit your career a lot. So thank you very much, friends. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now may I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am Dr. Rajul Gajjar to please come and deliver her presidential speech for today.
Good morning. A big thank you and welcome to all our dignitaries on dais. Dipesh Bhai has been a constant motivator from the very beginning. In fact, the whole fintech thought and initiative has come from the first very early on meetings which you said that this is what we need, and that is where our teams have worked together. And today it's a very, very happy occasion to have you here with us, sir. Thank you so much for sparing your time in spite of it's painful, you know. He's a very candid when he says that he's been able to come, but thank you for that. Hiren bhai, Sunil bhai, a big thank you. You bring in a lot of insight into the professional domain that these students, these young aspiring minds, very beautiful minds, I should say, have come together here. And of course, my colleagues, Dr. K.N. Kher and Dr. Pankaj Patel, all the faculty, mentors who have worked really very hard in the background to put together such an event across the whole state, across the different states, in fact, is a huge job. And I hope you will have a comfortable and a very wonderful time all together. The first thing that and Dipesh Bhai mentioned was also about networking. It's always amazing to come out and look at what others are doing. We also hold the National Smart India Hackathon, and that is where students from all over the country come up together when we do the hackathon. When we ask them that what is it that you learned, we got new friends. the one thing, and it is being held at ISRO. So all the scientists and everyone, the who is there, and we feel that there's so much of learning that they are carrying back. But the one most important thing they always mention is that we got to know that ye yahan pe hai, ye Andhra mein hai, ye kar raha hai, wo kar raha hai. It's amazing, isn't it? So the network is the strength of this country. It always has been. So make maximum of the time that you have together. Look at what is working for others, what is not working for you. There is a sense of very healthy competitiveness that comes. मेरा इसका कैसे ये ज़्यादा अच्छा हो रहा है? इट हैज टू बी हेल्दी, उसका तोड़ना नहीं, उसे सीखना है ना? तो इस कंट्री की ये स्ट्रेंथ रही है, प्लीज बिल्ड अप ऑन दिस स्ट्रेंथ. दूसरी बात जो all the three experts have mentioned again and again is about how finance is in the blood. I don't know how it must have happened. It's very interesting to go into the history of this state. How is it that so much of finance mindset has come into this part of the country? Probably we were on the traders' roost. Probably we were very much well placed geographically, because if you look at अब स्टेट्स बन गए हैं, मुंबई, महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात, अहमदाबाद, सूरत. तब तो एक पूरा एक यही एक रीजन हुआ करता था. एंड नेचुरली मुंबई, so Mumbai was never far for us. You find every Gujarati connected to Mumbai in some way or the other. The biggest financial hub of this whole region in Asia Pacific, isn't it? बहुत छोटा सा एक पोर्ट था, वो पोर्ट से इतना अच्छा वो सेंटर बन गया है. वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल्स दैट यू कैन लर्न फ्रॉम. I was also reading, when I heard them speak, I thought that maybe I should bring it into this conversation also. Even during the times of Mughals, they would invest, and a lot of trading was happening from the port of Surat. It was a very advanced port at that point of time. So lot of trading was happening then also. तो ये एक हिस्टोरिक, सो ब्लड में कैसे आया, जीन्स में कैसे आया, क्योंकि हर एक लेवल पे जो आपके पेरेंट्स, ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, ग्रेट ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स यही सुनते देखते आए हैं, वो वही हमको मिल रहा है, हमारी धरोहर है, वो मिल रहा है, उसको बहुत अच्छे से यूज कीजिए. Why the whole he very rightly mentioned, Dipesh bhai, finance everybody knows, everyone is familiar with. Whereas in the other parts of the country, हमें काफी सारे लोग महाराष्ट्रियन स्पेसिफिकली बोलते हैं, we love to come and stay in Gujarat because यहाँ पे हमको अच्छे से जॉब कर लो, घर पे जाके वो कर लो, उसके साथ हमको सीखना मिलता है कि हाँ कैसे फाइनेंस करना. हम लोग ये, so other parts of the country it wasn't there. They would mostly be dependent on government, on the best thing that can happen to your life. Their parents would say is that कहीं ना कहीं कोई गवर्नमेंट जॉब लग जाए, या तो आप आईएएस में चले जाए या आईपीएस में. So that mindset was there. Here it was never there. No wonder we for a long time there were no IAS, IPS officers coming out of this place. They don't need it. So it's amazing. The whole ecosystem which was, it's rich soil, है ना, एकदम ફળદ્રુપ જમીન અહીંયા ધરોહર આપણા ગ્રેટ ગ્રેન્ડફાધર્સે બનાવીને મૂકી દીધેલી છે. Now what was lacking? So I'll again take you to my whole journey of the innovation ecosystem. बहुत शुरू में मोदी साहब के ही वर्ड्स है. मैं इनफैक्ट अभी भी ये सोच रही थी कि ये हमारा जो जीटीयू सॉन्ग जो बना है, वो उसके वर्ड्स अगर आप ध्यान से, कितने लोगों ने ध्यान से सुना या पढ़ा, these were the words that echo his thoughts and feelings. Every word, if you look at it, is coming now from Delhi. Everything at that point of time, जो भी उनका थॉट्स था वो एको हो रहा था. टेक्नोलॉजी हमने फाइनेंस के साथ कभी नहीं जोड़ा था, अब जोड़ना पड़ेगा. जब इनोवेशन की हमने शुरुआत की वेरी वेरी अर्ली ऑन, शायद इनोवेशन वर्ड भी इतना कॉमनली यूज नहीं होता था, फिर भी आउट ऑफ बॉक्स थिंकिंग बोलते थे, क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग बोलते थे, डिजाइन थिंकिंग भी बोलते थे. तो वो जब हमने करना शुरू किया, प्रोजेक्ट्स देना शुरू किया, तो आई एम बेसिकली एन इंजीनियर फ्रॉम कोर इंजीनियरिंग. सो एवरीथिंग दैट वाज कमिंग वाज ये बनाया, ये लीडिंग टू यूपीआई समथिंग कुछ, क्योंकि फाइनेंस का ही पूरा बैकग्राउंड है. ये इनोवेशन इकोसिस्टम गुजरात में फिनटेक से ही शुरू हुआ है. There was nothing else coming out. Every startup that would come was a fintech startup. That is how the whole ecosystem got established here in Gujarat. We have now really very good ecosystem spread over all the domains. So that is the advantage that people from other parts of the world, other parts of the country would be climbing the first or the second ladder at your age, I should say. And you guys are already 4th, 5th, 10th पे पहुंच गए हैं, क्योंकि आपके आसपास ये पूरा सिस्टम बना हुआ है. The gift advantage. Let's look at the gift advantage. Why should anyone want to go at all abroad from this country? वो abroad वाला कैंपस ही इधर ही है. International, it's an international island in the middle of the country, in the middle of the city itself, I should say. That is the advantage that you have. But having said all of this that we all know exists, or if we didn't know, we are connected to it now, it is very important that we do it in an absolutely structured, in an internationally acceptable global fashion. It cannot now just I always used to hate that word जुगाड़, and I very very emphatically say जुगाड़ नहीं चलेगा. शुरुआत के लिए ठीक था, encourage कर रहे थे, सबको लगता था अरे वाह देखो ये इसने ये कर दिया, ये जुगाड़ कर दिया, बूटस्ट्रैप कर दिया, इस तरह से ये सॉल्यूशन निकाल दिया. अब नहीं चलेगा, उसको बहुत स्ट्रक्चर्ड फॉर्म में अच्छे से टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ आपको जोड़ना पड़ेगा. Only then you will get the eyes and attention and ear of the global community. And that is why all the experts sitting over here have come to get today. It's really when you work, the level of work which they do Monday to Friday, it's an honor for us to have all of you here on a Saturday morning. तो अब इसकी बात करें, टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करें, what better place than a technological university? We have centers of excellence in blockchain. You should visit all these centers if you have the time. We have the center of excellence in cyber security. We are consultants to many government projects on cyber security, on blockchain. We have a center of excellence very recently established in AI. And very recently, Intel US, they just floated out a project, and the project was AI for manufacturing. And we took that up as a project. We said that we'll do it in our own way, not in the way that you've been rolling it out of US. Different context, different cultural situation and issues. And we said that we'll start it with an entire manufacturing industrial hub. We chose Rajkot. We have, by the way, all of you know already that we have very good, strong regional centers also. Rajkot, Surat, Baroda, Mehsana, which can connect to all of you to your domains also. तो हमने कहा कि इन इंडस्ट्री एमएससी से हम प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स लेंगे. उनको भी पता नहीं ना एआई क्या है, कैसे यूज करना है, तो वहां से प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स लेंगे और वो प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स पे ही ऐप करेंगे. सो यू हैव एन इंडस्ट्री मेंटर एंड यू हैव एन एकेडमिक मेंटर, दी एक्सपर्ट्स इन एआई, ब्लॉकचेन वगैरह वगैरह, ऑटोमेशन के सब जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं उनके साथ करके हमने प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट्स किए. And we floated this as an internship. Initially, it was just 2 weeks study of what is there. Then we said, no, this is a huge response. We need to give the whole semester. And magic just happened. So Intel US came down, flew down to here, to GTU, to understand ये किस तरह से क्या है. यही मॉडल हम हर एक जगह पे अब लगाएंगे. 800 students. I thought initially 50, 80 भी अगर ज्वाइन हुए for us, numbers is not. मैंने कहा कि इतने फोकस से काम करना है, बहुत मेहनत करनी है, ये easy नहीं है. There's a lot of frustration. When we say AI, when you start using it, when you really get down to it, it's difficult. Just एक thought डालना और उस पर काम करना, consistently काम करना, ये भी एक हमारी सीख है. तभी जाके हम इंटरनेशनली कॉम्पीट कर पाएंगे, तभी जाके एक रिस्पेक्टफुल पोजीशन में आप खड़े होके बोल सकेंगे, है ना. तो ये सारी चीजें आपको सीखनी है, ये सारी सुविधा, द गिफ्ट एडवांटेज, द डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एडवांटेज. दिस कंट्री इज ब्लेस्ड. द डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज ऑलरेडी देयर. यू डोंट, आपको वो भूख प्यास है ही नहीं, सीधा उस पर लॉग इन कर देना है. Right? So there is a lot of advantage you already have, and you should make use of it. Another, I'll stop my whole interaction on. So one thing that I really like very much was AI in Fintech. Let's take it up. It is something that we have a strength in, and the whole Connect will take you further on this. And I will also bring here the whole aspect of the entire innovation ecosystem that not just GTU, there are many incubators, accelerators coming up, which are working in different domains. हम robotics में भी बहुत strong है. Very recently, GTU was the national champion at Robocon India. So they were competing with in the last phase was something 17 IITs. It's a tough challenge. And that is where we represented India. इन सारी चीज़ों में हमें हमारे स्टार्टअप्स के साथ फाइनेंस भी जोड़ना है, क्योंकि बहुत अच्छा आइडिया है, बहुत अच्छा पैकेजिंग भी, हम पूरा हैंड होल्डिंग करते हैं उनको, बहुत अच्छा पैकेजिंग भी हो रहा है, डिजाइनिंग भी हो रहा है. One aspect that, because those guys are really into their technology and the whole financial aspect, which you can bring through the fintech part. So there is a huge connect that the incubators through GTU, through all the forums working across the country and globally, that you can access. So आपकी need क्या है वो मैं बताने की you are very much needed. You, at the same time, you have the whole advantage कि आपको internationalization, international banks कहो, fintech firms कहो, they'll be looking out and searching for all the talent like you. The whole world is at your feet. Make the maximum use of it, right? Thank you very much. Wish you best of luck. And in the Olympiad, I think the whole room, whoever has landed over here is a winner. आपकी जर्नी शुरू हो गई है. That is the winning part of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for those inspiring words. And now, finally, I would request Dr. Pankaj Rai Patel, Director, GTU School of Management Studies, to sum up our inauguration with his vote of thanks.
Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam, Dr. Dipesh Shah, Executive Director IFSCA, Mr. Sunil Sekhawat, Mr. Hiren Dharamsi of India Fintech Forum, and Registrar Dr. K.N. Khair. Participating students who have come down from different institutes all across Gujarat, and my faculty colleagues. For us at Gujarat Technological University, this is a very proud moment that for the very first time, a FinTech Olympiad is being organized in the state of Gujarat, and we had the fortune to be the host in association with India FinTech Forum. So thanks a lot to India FinTech Forum for accepting us as a venue, and also all the collaborators. I also thank all the guests who accepted our invitation and asked us to remain with us on this memorable day. In order to sum up, let me take a breath for this particular event. Dr. K.N. Khair, Registrar, sir, welcome the guests for this event, emphasize the skills for growth in fintech industry among the aspiring students. Dr. Hiren Dharamsi highlighted the contribution of India's Fintech Forum in promoting financial literacy and digital fluency. He also stressed on startups for fintech industry, and sir also identified a journey from fintech to tech fin that this industries will take in the future next 10 years. Mr. Sunil Sekhawat gave details of supports available to early stage startups and also stressed accelerators required for AI, for fintech, and to go for other emerging sectors. Dr. Dipesh Shah highlighted the crazy journey of innovation for fintech industry. He praised our Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam for her initiatives to support new endeavors. He praised the students for participation in fintech Olympiads. Also highlighted role of UPI in the journey of fintech. He shared his own experience of COVID card at Nasdaq in New York, which gave an impetus to the digital revolution that we are now witnessing in the fintech industry. He emphasized on application of innovation in fintech reaching to the bottom of the pyramid. He is hopeful that within This particular century itself, we will witness a tenfold increase in per capita income from 2000 US dollars to 20,000 US dollars. He said his Gift City experience, starting from the nomenclature of Gift City, shared his experience of developing Gift City in spite of all the hardships. He has motivated the students to keep the journey of entrepreneur fintech to taste the success in the long run. He emphasized on prevalence of ethics as core of financial innovation. He also added trust and governance as other two elements for the growth of fintech industry. Honorable Vice Chancellor Madam Dr. Rajul Gajjar Madam praised the dignitaries for sparing their valuable time to make this first fintech Olympiad happen in GTU. She advised students to grab the opportunity to develop networks and have learnings for fintechs. Madam emphasized on historical occurrences that has led to finance knowledge creeping in the blood of Gujaratis. She highlighted role of innovation to join technology with finance knowledge leading to fintech startups. Madam informed about the innovation ecosystem having its roots in fintech. She highlighted Gift City as an international island to bring mass level changes in fintech industry so that the global companies come down to the state of Gujarat. She highlighted the centers of excellence developed at GTU and their role in contributing towards solving the problems faced by MSME sector. She asked the audience to take up challenges in using AI in fintech, and she also emphasized on opportunities that are present because of fintech. Today, for us, it is a memorable day for starting Fintech Olympiad. This is just the start, and in future days, you will witness GTU coming out with lot many other initiatives related to fintech. Thank you.
Yes, and now finally, may I request all of you to please rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you so much. And we'll take a short break of 5 minutes before we kickstart the FinTech Olympiad. Thank you, everyone. Yes, for sure.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. We will be starting the Fintech Olympiad in a short while. So, requesting all of you to please scan this QR code and open the assessment page. You should see a gray colored button which should state Take Exam. All right. The button will be actionable after a short while, after Hiren sir is done with a short presentation. But right now, you should see a button which says Take Exam in the color gray. If there is anyone who cannot see the button or is facing any issues, please raise your hands. We will come there to assist you. Hi everyone, I'll repeat myself. Please open this page. Let us know if you cannot see the gray colored take exam button at the bottom. If there is any issues, the volunteers and I would be there to assist you. किसी को भी अगर ये पेज नहीं दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे कोई भी टेक्निकल इशू आ रहा है, प्लीज लेट अस नो.
Hello, hello. Is it working? Hello. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So after a great Navratri, how was it? कैसा रहा? सबने एंजॉय किया कि नहीं? किया ना? तो अभी वापस आ जाते हैं. Good. So my name is Hiren, and uh, we work closely with GTU on something new things, and that's where the FinTech Olympiad came into the play. So जैसे हमने पहले बात करा था, and मैम ने भी कहा, this is an gateway to your FinTech future. एक आधे घंटे के लिए volunteers, again you can become students. That would be fruitful to you as well. Okay, so FinTech Olympiad, the concept is basically to give you an oversight or insight to the world which is going to change the career of yours. Entire focus of FinTech Olympiad is to give you the right platform for the future. You may be a BTech student, you may be an MBA student, दोनों के लिए ये जरूरी है. Fin for MBA is there, tech is missing. For the BTech student, tech is there, Fin is missing. And the career of the future is jointly being FinTech. So be the part of this FinTech Olympiad, and if whoever is the winner, the top winners will get an opportunity to be part of India FinTech Forum, and that forum's annual event, which is a 10th year, which is going to be a very grand event, and you get to showcase your skills there, and not only skills, not only the win, but an opportunity to get internship or a career breakthrough into the real fintech world. So it's important that you understand and be attentive to this thing. अगर कुछ नहीं आता है तो ये this is a learning today that you will take, that I these are all missing things which I have to learn. ठीक है? So focus on India FinTech. It's not only financial and digital literacy program, but it is a step forward to your career. So make most out of it and give yourself the best so that you land up into the top 5 or for the India FinTech Forum's annual FinTech Olympiad, which is going to be there on 10th of December. Okay. So today I am going to discuss FinTech and what next. The overall idea of this presentation is to give you insight into what's happening in the FinTech world. Dipesh ji ne kaha, just a kilometer away or maybe 2-3 kilometers away, Gift City is there, which is Gujarat International Financial and Tech City. But how many of you have really got into it? They have done a hell lot of work, and from zero companies to more than 1,000 companies working, operating out of there, and they are all fintech. Of that, only 25% are known name, like HDFC, ICICI, JP Morgan, Bank of America. 75% is list is not there with you guys, and that's where the opportunity lies. You want to be with the big five, or you want to be with the rest of there where you are becoming an entrepreneur, or you are the master, or you are creating something. ये एक ऐसा अपॉर्चुनिटी है आप लोगों के लिए that if you do it next 3-4 years rightfully, and मैं हर टाइम कहता हूं कि जब भी कोई कुछ होता है गड़बड़ी तो उसका एक नया आयाम निकलता है जो बहुत अच्छा होता है. 2016 demonetization came and we all were, your parents were like क्या हो गया, and today we are into the new world where fintech was the main part of it and everything is digitalized. Then came COVID, and then again we were all, again a new reset button came, and now because of COVID the adaptation to the technology is next level. How many of you are having credit card? We all were having credit cards. This generation doesn't have credit card. Entire ecosystem is changing. So I am going to discuss today, maybe another 15-20 minutes. These slides are a gateway to what new careers are available to you. You just guys have to go through it, take the photos, जो भी है याद रखना, और उसमें से जो अच्छा लगता है उसमें career बना लो. I am not going to go into in-depth. I am just going to use those terms which will help you in designing or deciding your next course of action. So if we see how these things changed and how we have, come across so many things, early adaptation to today, when everything was physical. Ek bank form we has to type, write, get signature, everything. Today, none of you have to go to bank. I'm sure most of you have not even visited a bank, but all of you have bank account. That's the revolution happened. Then the mobile came in, then the apps came in, blockchain, AI, everything came in, and now the future of fintech is shifting curves to the next level. Early adoption of these ideas will help you in build yourself, because most of you are going to away for 2, 3, 4 years away from the career. The people who are right now in the job markets are facing a lot of issues. Why? Because उनका career एक अलग तरीके से उन्होंने education लिया. Thanks to AI, again the new reset button has come. So the first reset button was demonetization, then was COVID, and now it's AI. AI is the new reset button that will change the way how your career will take next steps. So look into it and see what we can do there. So why I start with this is करियर सबसे बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होता है फॉर टेकिंग एनी डिसीजन कि मैं मेरा करियर कहाँ जाके बैठने वाला है, मैं कुछ भी करूँ. यहाँ पे जो भी नाम है, एक भी नाम यहाँ पे बड़े नहीं है. HDFC, ICICI, कोटक ऐसे कोई ही नाम नहीं है. वाई? बिकॉज वहाँ पे यू विल बी जस्ट वन ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय. Whereas here you can do lot of things. ये तो मैं एक छोटा सा लिस्ट बताया. ये entire list is available on India FinTech Forum website. More than 2000 plus companies are available. यहाँ पे आप अपना करियर के बारे में सोच सकते हो. बट आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये सब करियर अवेलेबल है. 2000 कंपनीज हायरिंग एटलीस्ट 10 to 50 to 100 people is huge job opportunities, and they are disrupting the markets in a very different way. Lending, investment, e-com, e-banking, ऐसे तो बहुत सारे verticals है. If I tell you HDFC Bank, what do you feel comes to your mind? क्या है HDFC Bank बोलता हो तो क्या लगता है आपको? मैं ये कहता हूं कि HDFC Bank is a fintech company selling financial products. बस HDFC Bank ने अपना नाम बना दिया है. Now it is a fintech company and it's selling financial products. This is going to happen to every bank, every insurance company, every mutual fund, all AIF, ये वो जो भी investment ले लो, lending ले लो, सब में यही होने वाला. All are going to be fintech companies and laying. It will be a tech fin wherein there will be tech companies selling financial products. So there is a huge opportunities where you can build your career. So when we talk about fintech, these are the current fintech ecosystem which is available to us. These are the areas where you can build your careers. It's a traditional one: lending, regtech, personal finance, payment, insurance, capital. ये सब आज available है. Blockchain and crypto इंडिया में थोड़ा कम है, but rest of all are right now finance companies slowly and steadily moving to fintech. If you want to build your career, this would be all starting point. Please don't restrict yourself that you are an MBA, you are a BTech student. No. If you are an MBA student, आपको टेक्नोलॉजी समझना ही है, टेक्नोलॉजी को अच्छी तरह से अडेप्ट करके यूज करना है. Otherwise you will land up somewhere in no man's land. So if you are a BTech, आपको फाइनेंस सीखना ही है. And इतना चेंजेस हो रहा है. if you have read 2 days before, then chat GPT पे you can now order products. हम उसको किसके लिए यूज कर रहे थे सबको पता है. Now you can buy. You may not go to Flipkart, Amazon or Shopify or Easy. कहीं पे नहीं जाओगे, आप chat GPT से ऑर्डर करोगे, बट उसमें भी फाइनेंस तो आएगा ही. तो फिनटेक आ गया. The way the entire e-com system or all these technologies will change, but finance will be at heart of it. So what are the opportunities which are available? So what is changing is what we should know. Bank of the past, banks of the future. जैसे मैंने बता दिया, HDFC बैंक हम क्या देख रहे थे? बैंक सोच रहे थे, मैं सोच रहा हूँ it's a fintech company. So entire thing is moving. Now tech, अब तक टेक चल रहा था, बहुत सारे एप्स बन गए, बहुत कुछ बन गया, टेक बन गया, बट ट्रस्ट नहीं बना. नाउ द टेक्नोलॉजीज आर मेकिंग एडवांसमेंट वेयर दे आर क्रिएटिंग टेक प्लस ट्रस्ट. सो देयर इज वन न्यू एरिया विच इज कमिंग. जैसे हम बैंक में मैनेजर के पास जाते थे, या हम इंश्योरेंस खरीदते, या आपके पेरेंट्स इंश्योरेंस खरीदते, तो किससे खरीदते थे? somebody who's known. बट देन व्हाट इट वेंट वाज कि वो नॉन बंदे को कुछ पता ही नहीं है टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में या मार्केट के प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में. देन वी लॉस्ट, देन वी वेंट टू टेक. हमने ऑनलाइन खर्च परचेस करना शुरू कर दिया. बट व्हाट हैपेंड इन ऑनलाइन? ट्रस्ट इश्यूज केम. सो व्हाट इज चेंजिंग नाउ? टेक प्लस ट्रस्ट is the new avenue which is coming up. We need to think in that line, that how the product needs to be designed. In fact दीपेश जी ने भी बोला ट्रस्ट सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, एंड फाइनेंस में ट्रस्ट सबसे आगे ही बढ़ेगा. नेक्स्ट इज क्रेडिट कार्ड एंड वॉलेट. ये क्रेडिट कार्ड तो चला गया, थोड़े टाइम में वॉलेट भी चले जाएगा, फॉर्मेशन चले जाएगा. what are going to change? It's moving to ring and CBDC. You may not require mobile in the future, in maybe next 5-10 years. Glasses will do it. We have used Meta ka glasses, and the next one, the new one, it is wonderful. So what is going to change? Credit card is moving out, wallets are moving out. CBDC, anybody know CBDC? Exactly. अभी नेक्स्ट 5-10 साल में आपके जेब में पैसे ही नहीं होंगे. Right now also you have less cash, but right now you are in different mold. When the CBDC is fully integrated into the entire ecosystem, you may not have to have anything in your pocket. So a lot of new technologies or lot of layered products are coming close to CBDC. So you can think in that line. CBDC is the new thing, ring is the new thing. Mobile out, glasses in. ग्लासेस में अभी स्क्रीन आ गया है मेटा का जो नया वर्जन है रेबेन के साथ, बट अब उसमें फाइनेंस सब में जुड़ेगा. Why? Because a day starts with finance and day ends with finance. So guys, you have to see whether you are on this side or in this side. You have to be on the right hand side of your career. So what is the future? These are all new things which are coming up, and these are all will define your careers. ये सब चीज slowly and steadily is moving into your career. If you yourself starts putting into and getting into this all careers, ये सब ऐसे ऐसे careers है जहाँ पे fintech, techfin सब कुछ आ गया है, and you will surely start getting into your new career mold. Something is IFSC जो उन्होंने डिस्कस किया. Now GFI is global ethical financing. Now ethical financing is also a big world. वहाँ पे भी बहुत कुछ हो रहा है. CBDC मैंने बताया. Stable coins. Stable coin is going to be a big career. Right now it is a very small market, about $200-300 billion. But the way this market is growing, India is going to be one of the forefront into stable coins. Why? Because we are going to, or we may, or there are working happening in stable coin based on gold. आपने सबने गोल्ड का अभी तो सब जन ट्रैक कर रहे होंगे, बिकॉज अभी पेपर में रोज आ रहा है गोल्ड एंड सिल्वर. So a stable coin based on gold can be where entire BRICS community. Anybody who knows BRICS? क्या है BRICS? Brazil, Russia, India. ये सब पूरा, they are going to be more than 45-50% of global GDP. And because of that, the stable coins based on gold is going to be the next in thing. Last few years, all Asian economies, governments are buying only gold. They are not buying USD. जितना चाहिए उतना ले रहे हैं. They are buying gold. So stable coin is going to be the next in thing. CBDC is going to be the next in thing. Again, everything is fintech. Another is borderless wealth tech. What I mean by borderless wealth tech is with just single outlet like IFSC, you can invest in India, you can invest abroad, everywhere in the world. And Gift City is creating that ecosystem where inbound and outbound technologies are being built so that everybody can build career. आपको कहीं दिल्ली, बॉम्बे, कहीं भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just shift a kilometer away into Gift City and your career moves into fintech world. Then it's robo advisor and generative AI. जो मैम ने भी बताया, AI, what is generative AI, उसके ऊपर आप स्टडी कीजिए. You will find lot of career opportunities are going to. AI इंडिया में अभी कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है. Even in US, I spoke to a lot of my counterparts, and the companies are not using. Companies are making AI, yes, मैं मानता हूँ. Chat GPT, Perplex, सब AI बहुत बना रहे. Who's a consumer? Highest consumption is India. Even US companies are not using. Lot of US companies are not using AI. There are different reasons. They are creating in-house. They are creating their own stations. They are creating their own intelligence, which is not based on chat GPT or anybody else, their own. उनको idea मिल गया है. But AI अभी बहुत बाकी है. Lot and lot of work. We are also working on AI in our own products, and we've just scratched the layer. There are so many layers to be built in. Then metaverse, again, ये अभी नहीं है, but ये भी एक सही होने वाला है. यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ी करियर अपॉर्चुनिटी, बट नॉट टुडे, बट नेक्स्ट 5, 7, 10, 15 ईयर्स में. ऐसा ही होता है. जैसे अगर हम देखें तो गिफ्ट सिटी में 2000 पर स्क्वायर फीट में कोई जगह मिलती थी, आज कितना हो गया? 6-7-8 हज़ार रुपया स्क्वायर फीट हो गया. वाई? जिसने पहले लिया था या जिसने पहले वो सोचा था, वो सोच मेटावर्स में आने वाली है. इट्स स्टिल इन द इन्फेंसी, बट व्हाई आई वांट टू कीप यू telling all these things is these are the opportunities which, sir, along with you guys, can build in. Startups can be built around. I want the next generation of people not hunt for employees but create employment. And all these opportunities in the fintech world is available for all of us. There will be changes, there will be disruptions. Why don't you be part of it, not the victim of those things? IPR, content revenues अभी भी थोड़ा थोड़ा ही शुरू हुआ है. Again, still lot of finance things are embedded into it, which will take some more time, but careers are available. Open banking ऐसा opportunity आने वाला है, not today, but maybe 5-10 years, where banking license will be easily available and all the technologies will be purchased. Like HDFC today uses lot of technologies which they are not manufacturing or not creating, they are outsourcing it. So bank ho, all new age banks are only building brand, but जो पीछे का ecosystem है, everything is outsourced. And that's where the opportunity lies. And those names are quiet names, शांति से अपना काम कर रहे हैं, techies है, working in a small locations, just internet and building companies. So all these opportunities are waiting for you. Think about it, how you want to build your future, get into it, and you will land up into the rightful manner. And as we see the opportunities, as बताया कि बाहर बंद हो रही है, but India में बढ़ रही है. Next 10-15 years is for India. Make best out of it. So these are TechFin. What I mean by TechFin is fintech is where finance is a bigger role, technology is a smaller role. Like bank आज की जो है वो finance companies है, technology छोटा सा play कर रही है. What I feel is TechFin will take over in next decade. If you are not learning those technologies, then you will lose out. In spite of knowing finance, you may lose out. So TechFin is taking big way, and please be part of this entire new world which is going to get created. And the biggest right now of TechFin is crypto assets, जहाँ पे finance है, but technology is 70-80%, 30% is finance. So those things are going to be creating a lot of opportunities. Yes, today crypto is not there in India in the way but we have CBDC. CBDC is the starting point for crypto at some point of time. It is, I feel next 5-10 years mein crypto will come in. The problem with crypto was it become a trading product rather than a utility product. So जब तक वो utility product नहीं बनेगा, तब तक उसका ये जो अभी झमेला चल रहा है is going to be there, taxes, distrust, and all this new technology. The biggest fear is trust and adaptability. So उसको आने को time लगेगा, and we are conservative country, so हम लोगों ने थोड़ा back step लिया. That's okay. But lot of good things are happening. Insurance has already used blockchain. Smart contracts already into insurance sector. Big data analytics already in works. All this area is going to be purely tech fin. So you need to know the technologies, and understanding of finance will give you a gateway to future. So be into it and try to learn and be adapt to the newer things. मैम ने कहा था, इफ यू रिमेंबर, एआई इन फिनटेक, आप सब यही बैठे थे, तो एआई इन फिनटेक ये स्टार्टिंग एरिया है. यहाँ पे बहुत कुछ काम हो रहा है और बहुत बाकी है, बिकॉज देयर इज अ बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम टुडे इन एआई इज हेल्यूसिनेशन. आप उसमें देख लीजिएगा क्या होता है, वो अपने दिमाग से कुछ सोचता है और कुछ कर दे रहा है. तो अभी हम लोग वी हैव जस्ट स्क्रैच द सरफेस. There is a lot of career opportunity in AI. You can work in AI for Ahmedabad Municipal University, Municipal Corporation. You can work for entire GTU का तुमको ecosystem बनाना है, तो तुम AI का use करके बना सकते हो, which can be, it could be even an attendance sheet अभी भी ready नहीं हुआ है, आप लोग manually हाथ ऊपर करके या क्या क्या कर रहे हो पता नहीं है, उसमें भी आ सकता है. So lot of things are going to be built based on AI. हर चीज का एक ये होता है कि व्हाट्स इन फॉर मी, हाउ आई मेक मनी, और हाउ फाइनली तो सभी को पैसा बनाना है. सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. देयर इज सो मच ऑफ फंडिंग हैपनिंग इन इंडिया on this platform, or every quarter companies are able to raise money. If the idea is good, if the handholding is right, you will get a lot of opportunity. Mr. Sekhawat is here today. He can help you in if your idea is good, if your thought process is right, he can be your handholding, he can be your mentor. So GTU is providing this opportunity that if you have an idea, execution is the key, idea is not a key. So if you have a good execution model in place, if you are ready to do MVP, if you are molding yourself into all these things, there would be a career for you. द डिफरेंस, ये जो स्लाइड है, ये डिफरेंस आपको याद रखना है कि हम लोग क्या सोच रहे और वो क्या सोच रहे. एवरीबडी नोज हु सॉम अल्टमैन. क्या करता है वो? कल क्या किया? डे बिफोर कुछ नया किया है? सोचते रहो. यही करना है. वो क्या कर रहा है? वो क्या किया है? 3 साल तक वो 1000 लोगों को $1000 दे रहा है. क्यों? If he's not doing time pass, he's doing something else. We have to think what they are thinking, what their thinking is, what their process is, and what their outcome is. You just go and find out what exactly is working on. There is something big coming up globally, because आपको ये समझना है कि the gold assets is highest in the Asia, and Europe and US has very less gold assets if we compare in a totality. So if you have heard of gold standard, which is going to come, which was there पहले gold standard में पैसे exchange होते थे, business होता था, that's going to come back in a different form. As I told you, stable coins. But Europe and US is not ready for that. So they are creating a parallel ecosystem which is outside of USD, and that will be based on certain different currency module which will be adapted. So Asia will have gold standards, Europe and US will have some other standards. उन दोनों के बीच में भी कुछ तो exchange करना पड़ेगा हमको. The world is changing, the world's thinking is changing. We need to get ready on what they are thinking and how advanced they are thinking. They are not discussing EV vehicle. India is discussing EV vehicle. Solar, EV vehicle, India discuss कर रहे हैं. वो लोग क्या discuss कर रहे हैं? Mars. Completely in the next level, they are gone. And what is our mindset? हमने इधर gaming बंद कर दिया इंडिया में. Why? The entire youth of India was busy doing gaming for few hundred rupees, whereas their career is of few worth crore. So gaming बंद किया. वो अच्छा या बुरा मैं नहीं कहूँगा, but मैं आज के तारीख में यही कहूँगा कि now the focus of entire young generation would move to building their careers and build something which is more useful and fruitful. So sometimes some steps are being taken and we feel it's very abrupt, but the steps which they think is next 10, 15 steps ahead. Same US or Sam Altman or some other guys are thinking there in a very different way. Start looking at yourself as a changer or creating the change in the entire ecosystem. Build things which will be matter more. Move out of your कि ये मैं ये देखता हूँ एमबीए करने के बाद सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन होता है कि मुझे जॉब कितने का मिलेगा. आई एम नॉट अगेंस्ट दैट, बट किस तरह का करियर बिल्ड करना है वो देखो. जॉब वर्सेस करियर इज व्हाट यू हैव टू थिंक. Start reading material, start reading books, start thinking and looking at what's happening at the globe, what they are doing, what different they are doing, which is going to change entire ecosystem for the world. So you are at the, you can say at such a juncture where यहाँ पे आपका career ऐसे हो जाएगा और यहाँ पे fly करेगा. So my idea of this presentation or this session is to give you that what fintech will bring to you and to your college and to all the students across Gujarat. Think differently, and lot of things will change for you and for the state and the country. And GTU is at the forefront of adaptability of newer things. Only the hindrance is whether you are ready or not. So just start getting in ready and do your best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now we start the FinTech Olympiad. I request Vaibhav to share the rules and regulations for the quiz. Before that, request you to please check your phone connection. In case your phone connection is dicey or slow, then we have a Wi-Fi facility available here. Yeah, and you can check the Wi-Fi. It is either CCC 5G or CCC. and the password is 12345678. So for those whose network is not strong, you can use the Wi-Fi for the contest so that you don't suffer in between the contest. Over to you, Vaibhav.
Thank you so much, Jasmine ma'am. So, just to get everyone's attention, we will start with a small audience question. Of course, as for our generous partners, we have a prize. You will get a small gift from India FinTech Forum. So, I'll just display the question on the board. I would just request a volunteer to pass on this mic internally. So, the rules are very simple. I will read out the question, I will read out the options. Whoever raises their hands first would get the chance to answer, and if you're right, you'll get a small gift. All right, your first question coming up. Name the famous author of this book. A hint: his father used to work for Raw. Your options are A. D. Subbarao, B. Raghuram Rajan, C. Credit Suisse, D. ADB. Okay, we have someone there.
Hello. Raghuram Rajan.
Ah, you're right. आप सारे Can we have your name? Just give me the mic.
Karan Badiani.
Great, great. Can we please pass on the gift to him? You can stay there. All right, so here's your next question. What is an ICO in the context of cryptocurrencies? I think. Yeah, can you please pass him the mic? Or you can just say it out loud. That's all. Yeah, let's just check that. Ah, you're right. You can come here and collect your prize. All right. So, of course, this was a small teaser of how the FinTech Olympiad is going to be. We will have more such engaging questions. We still have a few more audience questions left. So, of course, stay tuned. And now I would request everyone to scan this QR code. Please raise your hands if you cannot see a gray colored button that says take exam. अगर किसी को भी स्कैन करने के बाद टेक एग्जाम का बटन नहीं दिख रहा है, प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. The volunteers or I would be coming to your places and we'll resolve your issue. Anyone here? You need to scan the QR code, log in if you have not, then you will see a button which says take exam, or if you have not marked your attendance, you should see a blue colored button saying mark attendance. The volunteers have a QR code. You can scan that QR and mark your attendance. Please let your nearest volunteer know if you're facing any issues. Hi everyone, we need to start on time. If there's anyone who still cannot see the button, please let us know. So meanwhile, I'll just say the rules. This round would be taken on your smartphones and smartphones only. If anyone here is trying to take it with a laptop, you won't be able to. The total duration of the test is 15 minutes. The paper would contain 30 MCQ questions. Each question is compulsory. And before attempting the quiz, before starting your assessment, please ensure that your mobile data or the Wi-Fi strength is proper and you can attempt the quiz seamlessly. Of course, using any unfair means during the test is prohibited, not limited to ChatGPT. The top candidates would qualify for the next round, which is round 2. Also, please read the rules carefully, which would be displayed on your own smartphones before you start. So this is how the buttons should look. Whoever cannot see the second screen or the gray colored take exam button, please raise your hands. We would be starting in another 2 minutes. Post that, we won't be able to allow anyone inside the exam room. The assessment would be locked and you won't be able to give it. If there's anyone who does not see the gray button, please let us know. Volunteers, you can also raise your hands if there's anyone around you. हाँ सर टॉप 16 जो भी टॉप 16 में वो नहीं वो वो उनको ऑटोमेटिकली दिख जाएगा
Threshold we need to decide and tell them.
नहीं थ्रेशोल्ड हम लोग बताते नहीं सर, जो भी सिस्टम के हिसाब से फर्स्ट 60 होते हैं ना वो हम आगे लेंगे।
ये तो बताना पड़ेगा कि इसमें से 60 लोग हैं या 60%
मैं बोल
जिनके
देता
आएंगे वो आगे जाएंगे, ऐसा एडजस्टमेंट कर दीजिए।
प्रॉब्लम है ना सर, परसेंटेज कभी जो एकदम आर्बिट्रेरी हो जाता है 87.5 हो जाएगा अगर सब लोग बहुत ही अच्छा कर रहे हैं, 90 भी हो सकता है, मुझे भी नहीं पता चलता है, बट टॉप 60 के अलावा मैं आगे नहीं लेगा।
टॉप 60 स्टूडेंट्स।
हाँ करेक्ट, आप बस एक बार वाईफाई का प्लीज पूछ लीजिए क्योंकि इसमें चल नहीं रहा है, मैं आगे बढ़ा नहीं पाऊंगा, या तो मैं अपना हॉटस्पॉट एक बार चेक करूँ। Volunteers, any issues? Anyone, please raise your hands. Yeah, the team, if the Wi-Fi is an issue, the team is fixing it. Please be patient for some time. Anyone else who does not see the button, who cannot log in, any registration issues, anything like that? The team is fixing the Wi-Fi. Please be patient.
And second thing, that if you have your strong mobile data, it is advisable to use your strong mobile data. We can open up the doors. Volunteers, just open the doors. Maybe if mobile data is not coming.
कोई बात नहीं। हाँ हाँ sure. हाँ, ये बटन में जब तक दबाऊंगा नहीं वो शुरू नहीं होगा। Volunteers, also please make note, if any of the students that you sent inside did not mark their attendance, please have them do so. Without the attendance, they won't be able to see the take exam button. Please ensure everyone has marked their attendance and can see the gray button in the second screen.
मैं आपको लैन पॉइंट दे रहा हूँ।
नहीं लैन का बात नहीं है, मेरे को सिर्फ ऐसा कनेक्शन हो जो वेवर ना करे, बिकॉज़ ये बंद हो गया ना पेपर बंद हो जाएगा। ओके। Hi everyone, there is a query. Please remember, you are not allowed to use calculators. Also, can we just have a show of hands? How many people are experiencing internet issues? Can you just raise your hands? How many people are experiencing internet issues? Please raise your hands. All right, the team is fixing the Wi-Fi for you. Please be patient. We will start in another 2 minutes. Meanwhile, what we can also do is students who have a strong mobile data, you can provide a hotspot connection to your fellow team members. That would make us start the quiz earlier. That would make you win prizes earlier. ठीक है, पेन एंड पेपर आप लोग यूज कर सकते हैं. मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा जिन जिन स्टूडेंट्स का मोबाइल डेटा स्ट्रांग है, अपने आसपास के 2-3 लोगों से हॉटस्पॉट कनेक्शन शेयर कर लो, सो दैट दे कैन ऑल्सो अटेम्प्ट.